Hi, this is Mark, and I want to make this quick video talking about the Leslie, the guitar Leslie, the Model 16, Model 18 Vibartone Leslie cabinet. Um, the important thing I want to talk about this is the idea of the crossover, because I get lots of questions from all over, people asking, uh, do I need the crossover, or hey, I need a crossover, or does this controller have the crossover? So here's the thing about the crossover. The crossover was intended to be used when the Leslie was used as an extension cabinet to like a twin. And what it would do would be just send the high signals to the Leslie and leave the, I think it left the amp's output full range. It might have changed the signal going to the amp as well. Now that I think about it, I'd have to look at a schematic. But essentially, it'd be used in cooperation when you had a guitar amp and a Leslie running at the same time. That's what the crossover was for. Not because the speaker, despite the fact the speakers are often 8 inches or 10 inches, they're usually rated for crazy amounts of wattage. So it's not because the speaker can't take a full range signal. It's usually because the speaker was intended to be used in cooperation with a full range amplifier, and it would be additional, so that it wouldn't just be all low end. Having said that, if you're just using a guitar amp into a Leslie, you don't necessarily need a crossover because you want the Leslie effect. Now, the stationary amplifier takes away from the Leslie effect. So these days, a lot of people just use the guitar Leslie because they want that chorus, that thick chorus effect, and they don't use it as an additional cabinet with a twin or something. They just use that. They just want it to sound like a Leslie speaker, not a guitar with a chorus pedal on. So I hope that clears up a little bit. Now, this is where dogma meets conventional wisdom. Often turns into dogma, and people will shout and scream like, no, you must have the crossover. Well, the reason the crossover often gets lost, or you don't have a crossover, it was an option. You could plug it in line and use it or not use it. So if it was so important, they would put it in the speaker itself and not made it an option. So that is at least one little video about the Vibartone cab. I should do more, but for now, that would do. Thanks for watching.